We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Stand if you're able.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All order roll call, starting on my left.
Councilperson Jeremiah Olgin.
Councilperson Craig Anderson, Mayor Jimmy John King.
Councilperson Brent Byer.
Councilperson John.
We'll be looking for approval of tonight's agenda. Any additions from staff? Anybody want to approve? Got a motion to approve. We got a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Approval of council meeting minutes of July 13th. Special workshop minutes of July 13th, 2021. Looking for approval of those.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Questions or discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That also carries. Now, motion to approve regular meeting minutes of July 13th, 2021.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That will also carry. So we have accounts payable and the additional listing there. We're going to ask Cheryl tonight if you have any questions. We'll put it on her. Find some questions, man.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Oh, geez. We got a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That'll carry. That'll take us to motions and general business. And tonight, the first item under motions and general business on our agenda is request for loan dollars for Running Tiger LLC. Let me read a little bit here. The city's EDA has received a request for a loan from Jameson Hanson of AF Running Tiger LLC, Anytime Fitness. The loan would be provided from the city's revolving loan fund. The following terms would apply to the loan. The amount would be $50,000. The term would be 10 years. The interest rate is 3.25. Payments would be monthly. Collateral would be in third position on the equipment. Loan funds will be utilized for the purchase of equipment at the fast-growing fitness franchise, which will be relocated to a larger 8,000 square foot space at 1600 2nd Avenue Northwest in Stewartville. All supporting documentation has been received. The EDA's Finance Subcommittee has reviewed this request, and the EDA has officially recommended approval. Now, Jameson is here, and if you'd like, you can come to the podium. So if any of these guys have any questions, but you answered a lot of our questions at the EDA. So anybody got any questions for Jameson?
How big is the current space?
4,200 square feet. So the new building will be just over 8,300, so we're nearly doubling our square footage.
Everybody satisfied? The EDA found it to be a very good venture to be in on. If no other questions, I'd be looking for a motion to approve the revolving loan. Did you have one, Craig?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Okay, we got a motion to approve. We got a second.
I'll second.
Any other questions or discussion? Jameson, you're getting ready to start repaying your loan.
Thank you, gentlemen.
And approved. All passes. Aye. Oh, you gotta say aye. Say aye, guys.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Now it's really official.
Thanks for making it official. I appreciate it.
Next item under motions and general business. Request for loan dollars from startup business, 0% interest, revolving loan fund. City's EDA has received a request for a loan from Dr. Kevin Horsch, correct? Hosh.
Yep.
A 507 Family Chiropractic. The loan will be provided from the EDA startup business, 0% interest revolving loan fund. The following terms will apply to this loan. Amount is $15,000, term is 7 years, interest is 0%. Payments are monthly, collateral, third position on equipment. The loan funds will be utilized for the purchase of equipment at a new chiropractic wellness clinic, which will be located at 100 2nd Street Southeast in Stewartville. The business anticipates an opening date in October, November 2021. All supporting documentation has been received. The EDA's Finance Subcommittee has reviewed this request, and the EDA Board is officially recommending approval. The difference in these two loans is there's a cap on the price, or the amount that can be borrowed. It's a that we started up a revolving loan for smaller loans at 0% to help out startups. Any questions? The doctor and his lovely fiance are here. Oh, did we get married since the EDA meeting?
Where's it going? What building?
Yes.
What buildings it going into?
To yep, just across from the vet clinic and the BU right downtown there.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions? No other questions? We look for a motion to approve. We got a motion.
What?
A motion to approve, Jeremiah. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Now,
Thank you guys.
you folks are welcome to stay or leave or however you want to do it. Enjoy it. What do you agree?
I'm gonna soak up every second.
You're gonna soak it up, okay. You did that at the EDA meeting too. Remember that, Craig, the LSA?
Don't see that too often. I wonder how his mind works. You know, he's running a business. Come on.
Next item under motions and general business is Bear Cave Estates petition for improvements. As reported at the last meeting in regards to jointly construct the improvements for a portion of the West Development and Bear Cave Estates, we have received a petition for local improvements from Al and Peggy Chiok. By doing so, this will allow the two projects to be completed by the same contractor, which will benefit both parties. The bid package will include both projects and quantities will be kept separate for each. The owners hereby petition that the street be improved by the construction of sanitary sewer, water main, storm sewer, and installation of curbs, gutter, and bituminous paving pursuant to Minnesota statutes, chapter 429, and that the city assesses the entire cost of the improvement of Bear Cave Estates subdivision against the property. So, our action would be to accept the petition and enter into a development agreement with Al and Peggy Chiok for the improvement project as allowed under the city ordinance, chapter 12, subdivisions. Al, would you like to step up in case, can you make it?
Yeah.
Okay, your knee's getting a lot better already.
It is.
You got any questions from this table? Go ahead and ask them.
What are the two projects, Al? I was a little confused on that.
One's his.
His and then the West Development.
Okay,
City
so
portion.
it's separate, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Two projects through him, that's what got me.
One is the trunk line that the city needs put in, the other one would be our improvement.
Yep, okay, I got it now.
Any other questions for Al?
You started this soon?
So our plan is to actually combine the two projects and put them out for bid for winter work this winter. Since not many existing streets that will be impacted, it is actually something that can be done through the winter, weather dependent. And we would hope to then get all of the utilities in while conditions allow, and then first thing in the spring finish up grading for the private area, and then they can pave the roads and get everything ready first thing in the spring when the plants open up. So part of that, the benefits to doing winter work on this one is that the clearing and grubbing is better to do in the winter to get the utilities in. Crossing that creek is better to do in the winter, bringing those utilities through. And also we were looking at where pricing is and availability of contractors right now. So pricing for materials and availability to provide winter work for them, they're always looking for that. But to make them do it this fall, everybody's packed. So we're hoping to get those allowances allow for a lot more flexibility in what can happen for both projects and get better pricing.
How many units were you kind of looking at in this first part? How many units were you kind of looking at in this first part?
30. Well, we're gonna do it all in one. It's not gonna be two phases, we'll just do one.
Oh, it is. Oh, great.
We got enough interest with the lots, we don't wanna have to hold up on someone, so.
Okay, good. Sounds good. Looking for a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
You remember this, Sean?
I got permitted places having lights.
They want your picture, they want you on channel.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, Cheryl's back. We got a motion to approve from Josh. Second?
Second.
Got a second from Brent. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That carries. Alright. Well, sad to say, we're out of general business already.
Bummer.
I knew you'd be disappointed today. That takes us to mayor staff consultant reports. We'll start with mayor's report. Tonight, the city would like to send their sympathies out to the families of Roy Finn, Justin Mamenga, and Harlan Thompson. Let's also, if you didn't see it in the paper yet, or read it, or hear about it, our next sister community, Racine, we have a fellow named Joyce Johnson, and he was just awarded a bunch of medals from World War II. He turned 100, and he was awarded his medals, and that he earned them many years ago flying B-17 Flying Fortresses. If you've never met Joyce, he's quite a guy. I mean, he's quite a guy. We're very proud for you, Joyce, and we're glad to call you our neighbor and friend. I don't know if he's ever missed a volleyball game. Any sport, I mean, he's for a 100-year-old guy, he gets around. You could probably still fly that Flying Fortress if they let him. What do you think, Mark? You interviewed him. Huh? He's still sharp enough. Let's also not forget, National Night Out is August 3rd. So be sure to register your party and enjoy a fellowship with your friends and neighbors. Can they register here, or do they have to register online with the Sheriff's Department?
They can register online. If for some reason it doesn't work, then there's a number that we have for them to call.
Jason's hoping we get 30 or 40 of them registered this year, Jason. Don't forget, second annual Foundation Golf Tournament is August 7th. The American Legion Golf Tournament is August 21st. Help both them organizations out if you can. It's always a good time. Trash and Treasure Days is September 17th and 18th. And then our Fall Festival that Morning Lions always put on is September 18th. So if you get the opportunity, try and make it to all that. And then I also have a thank you for the plant, a thank you note from the family of Virgil Height, which is Kevin's father. He works for our public works. So thank you for the thank you. That's all I've got. City Administrator's report is in your packet. We have no city administrator tonight, so have to do a shimmel. You got any questions about the administrator's report? Is there anything in there you read through that you want to ask about? I'm sure somebody at the table can answer. They're all good. Finance Director's report. We have no Finance Director report tonight. Unless you have a question for Cheryl, we'll make her answer that. That takes us to Sean, Public Works Director report.
Works there, get a lot of projects done. Weather cooperates, but not great for growing grass. One thing to add, the VFW Memorial bathrooms down there, they're hoping to have the block work done this week and get Radcliffe in as soon as he can after that, and we should be getting that wrapped up in the next few weeks.
Things at Labor Pond are good.
Can't get grass to grow, that's one of the, so we may be doing some reseeding with these hot temps and no rain.
Some of that fall back on the contractor or not?
They gotta have establishment so we can.
Any other questions for Sean? You guys did a great job during Summerfest helping out again. Thank you for that, Public Works.
Thank you.
And all staff had a hand in that, I'm sure. Anything else you wanna check out with Sean? All right, thanks Sean, thank the guys, you guys are keeping it looking good around here. City Engineers report, Jenna?
Well, for this year's CIP project, all pipes in, we have most of the streets paved. Working on curb and gutter and concrete work. Unfortunately, we will be sitting for a little bit of time before the concrete contractor can come back, but Elcor is going to continue with grading, cleaning things up, getting stuff ready for sod, and just, I guess, keep going. And then they've moved on to Schumann's private development for Rolling Ridge 4th also, so, we just keep going with projects here.
Any questions or comments for Jenna? Easy counsel. All right, Jenna, thank you. That'll take us to Library Director Nate. What do you got for us?
You know, I don't have any show and tell this time around, so I apologize for that. I kind of ran out of gadgets, so I don't know, like, but above it, first of all, does anyone have any questions about what's in there? I'm really happy that our efforts to kind of turn around or expand our county funding has borne fruit starting next year. I think that's really great. One thing that I didn't have a chance to put in my packet yet is on August 18th and 19th, we are going to do what I'm calling a back-to-school book sale. For space reasons, we really needed to kind of weed back on our picture books, juvenile fiction, and young adult fiction. So a lot of good stuff, and there'll be a chance for people to get a lot of kids' books for really cheap right before they get back to school. So I think that'll be a good program, and it's right before our 2 pages, their last days are on August 20th, so it'll be like kind of a farewell tour for them. They've been incredible for this last year, and starting tomorrow, we are going to be beginning the interview process for our new batch of pages. So hopefully I should have some names to put before the council pretty soon.
Any questions for Nate? Hey Nate, how many kids before they built their STEM project ate all their gumdrops?
So with the gumdrop thing, I tripled the number of gumdrops in there that it required. So like I sort of tried to include the snack. I don't know, it was like kind of a psychological thing. I was like, okay, I would probably eat most of these, but then I was still not have enough.
It didn't work. My son helped my grandma. Between the two of them, they ate all the gumdrops.
Man.
You couldn't substitute orange slices.
All right, any other questions for Nate? All right, thank you, Nate. No fire chief report, no pool director's report tonight. That takes us to commissions, committees, and board reports. Chamber of Commerce. Nothing in the packet. Al, do you know of anything that needs to be brought up?
Obviously, everybody knows Summerfest was a great hit, and venue worked out great. So thanks to everybody else.
And tomorrow night's the post meeting for that.
What's that?
Tomorrow night's the post meeting for the 4th of July.
Thank you. EDA, HRA.
We just went over all EDA stuff here at the meeting tonight, so the minutes are in there.
Okay. Finance.
Nothing.
Library.
Nothing.
Park board.
Nothing.
Personnel. Nope. See what happens over the holidays? Nothing goes on. Planning and zoning.
How do we meet next week?
Public safety.
National Night Out, August 3rd.
Right. This year we're handcuffing Brent in the back seat.
Are you gonna be with me?
Yep.
And Anna?
We're handcuffing him, he's not getting out. Public Works. No report, ready? Nothing. Bill's not here, roll call. Did you have anything for Ready, Joe? Roll call. Nothing, he's not here. Stu 180.
No updates.
My favorite, Transit Advisory Committee. No report, I guess. We have a communication, the SEMLM meeting. If you read through that, it's going to be held at Stewartville. And that's 29th of July, 5:30 to 9, out at the American Legion. There's a deal. Anybody here on this council that wants to, or staff that wants to go to it, get signed up. I think we still have time, and the city will pick up your meal, nothing else. Open mic. The city council welcomes and encourages participation from community members. Please keep in mind that your comments must be pertinent to city business and must adhere to the data privacy rules. That means no employee's name may be used. Please do not expect action from the council this meeting regarding your concerns. We will also request that your comments be limited to 4 minutes. Speakers will be recognized only once. At this time, we ask anyone who would like to address the city council to please step up to the podium and state your name and address. That's for you folks. Anybody out there want to people?
A motion to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?